today's episode of Daily Good News, we're going to talk about a new commitment from Target that's all about advancing social justice. We're going to talk about a $2 million commitment from Kanye West. All of that and some more on the Daily Good News. Cue it. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Jessica, aka J Hart, and I am your host of the Daily Good News. First and foremost, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can get notified every time a new episode drops. Now, as always, let's take a moment to do a little, get the shoulders going, stretch a little bit. We're gonna do a little vibe check. 1, 2, 1, 2. How you doing? How you feeling? Take a moment to be present and take a deep breath in. Let's get right to the good news for today. Our first good news story of the day, I want to talk about Target and their new commitment to advancing social justice. The corporation announced that they will be committing $10 million and ongoing resources for rebuilding efforts as well as advancing social justice. CEO Brian Cornell stated that the initial efforts will be a $10 million investment from Target and the Target Foundation to support long-standing partners like the National Urban League and the African American Leadership Forum. The company has also added new partners in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area as well as across the country. Their new commitment also includes 10,000 hours of pro bono consulting services for Black and people of color-owned small businesses in the Twin Cities, as well as providing essentials to communities most in need. For our next good news story of the day, I want to head over to New York City, where a pizzeria has been giving back all year. The coronavirus hit New York City back in March. Adam Elzer, the owner of Everyday Hospitality and Sauce, decided to shift his focus to supporting those in need. This originally started with him sending pizza to hospitals as a way to give back to frontline healthcare workers. Adam has now shifted his focus to giving food to local food banks as well as shelters, thanks to a partnership with City Harvest and New York Cares. As a way to show support for change and for all the protesters peacefully speaking out for equality, Adam Elzer decided to bring pizza to feed peaceful protesters on the street. He felt that showing up with pizza was a great way to encourage them to keep walking and to keep speaking up for what they believe in. Adam also stated that he felt the media was spending too much time focusing on the looting and the damage rather than addressing the real issues at hand. I asked Adam some of his ideas on how we can make this world a better place. One of his answers was that simple acts of kindness can cause a ripple of positive energy. And I absolutely agree. It's just very heartwarming, and it gives you a lot of hope to see that other people do care about making this world a better place. And we need to see more of that. For our next news story of the day, I want to head over to Minnesota, where a 9-year-old and her friends have raised thousands of dollars for people in need. 9-year-old Cameron Johnson decided that she wanted to start making colorful string bracelets to sell and then use those proceeds towards helping Minneapolis communities in need. Cameron had 5 of her friends join her and start the initiative that they're calling Cameron and Friends Bracelets for Unity and Justice. They set up a tent on her front lawn and people stopped by immediately to purchase the bracelets. Then her father, who just so happens to be former NFL player Ron Johnson, mentioned his daughter's efforts on his radio show, and then news of her mission spread even further. In less than a week, they were able to raise about $40,000 for local communities in need. For our next good news story, which also happens to be in Minnesota, I want to talk about a new scholarship fund started in honor of George Floyd. North Central University in Minneapolis has started the George Floyd Scholarship Fund, which will go towards the university's Act 6 program. So far, the university was able to receive over $50,000 to put towards the fund. For our last good news story of the day, we're going to talk about Kanye West and his latest $2 million donation. That's right, Kanye West donated $2 million to support the families of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor. That $2 million includes funding for legal fees, as well as the cost of college tuition for George Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Gianna. That was today's episode of Daily Good News. Comment below and let me know what was your favorite story from today's episode. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you can get notified anytime a new episode drops. And make sure you share this with your friends and family. Let them know about all the good news happening around the world every single day. If you want to read more good news, head over to LovEvolution.media, where you can also shop our merchandise and read good news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm your host, Jessica, aka J Hart, and I'll see you guys later.
I never make promises, 'cause I don't keep them.
That's a wrap.